Hi there, welcome. I'm Barbara Marvell Kelly, and with me is Russ Barnes. And does Russ ever have some wonderful things to share with you about networking in your community and beyond? But first of all, I want to let you know that Russ happens to be a retired Air Force colonel, 27 years active duty.
Yes.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Combat veteran aviator, and you're also pursuing your PhD in organizational development. You've been a former franchise owner, and you're currently founder and CEO of business strategy development company Sistro Consulting,
Yes.
which is the perfect segue into Keep It Local LLC. So tell me about how did you transition into the Keep It Local LLC product?
I have an incredible passion for helping small business owners, particularly those who have not yet exceeded $50,000 in annual revenue. That's a particular population in which I refer to as the abandoned population of business owner, because they really can't afford to pay for the coaching and the consulting that they need in order to grow their businesses. So they're left to figure it out on their own. Well, when I was introduced to Keep It Local, and I found out what the CEO, Laura Shipman, was doing with this organization and the educational aspects associated with it, I was hooked, and it perfectly aligned with what I was doing with my company. So it was just really a no-brainer, as you would say, to become a part of it.
That is an excellent way to describe that. You found that it was a perfect fit
Yes.
with what she's doing and what you're doing. So you decided to join up as an area developer.
Yes.
So what is an area developer with Keep It Local?
We are building chapters within the Carrollwood area, and I'm going to back up a quick second to give you a backstory here. When I met Laura, it was through an acquaintance who said, I think you can help Keep It Local grow. And I was super excited about that, so I contacted Laura. I visited 8 chapters of Keep It Local. I loved what I saw going on within the chapters and decided that I was going to help out. So my idea was maybe I'll be on the executive board, directors or the executive council or something like that in terms of helping out. And so Laura said, well, we need an area developer for a Carrollwood area. And I go, okay, well, I said I was going to help, so this is where we're going.
Isn't that amazing?
And so we're building 8 to 10 chapters within the Carrollwood area. That's the goal.
That's amazing. That is really amazing. And let's share with our viewers exactly what you are doing within this group in building chapters. Now, I understand that she's called Local Laura Shipman, and actually she developed this from her sickbed many years ago, and it's really pretty amazing what she's accomplished. Tell us what this entails as a chapter president, as a chapter chairperson. How does that work?
The basic idea and the basic framework is education. And how do we transfer the right amount of information and the appropriate type of information that a business owner needs in order to be successful? So as a chapter president, I structure my meetings to make sure that we have an opportunity for each business owner in the meeting to get to know each other. Because as you know, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. Mm-hmm. Some people think that's a trite cliche, but it's so true.
It is.
It is so true, and it's one of those principles that you have to understand. So we want to focus our time within a meeting on finding ways that we can get to know, like, and trust each other, so we do business with each other, and not just with each other, but with the extended networks that each one of us has access to. So that's how a chapter meeting works. I'll typically start out with a mission review of the mission. We'll have an inspirational quote. We'll have what I call a relationship building session, and then we'll have a specialty session, whether that's a guest speaker that comes in, whether it's one of the members presenting something about their particular business, or whether it's a conversation about something that's very specific to the business owner's development and growth. And that can be platform development, product development, business development, market development, organization development, any of those things within that category. And of course, we always talk about networking and how to most effectively do that. To continue in terms of area developing, now we're using this framework and expanding it to the other chapters within the area.
And so that is really going to be some huge growth, I can see.
Yes.
Now, each of the chapters are all seat specific.
That's correct.
Can you touch on that? If somebody's watching today and they're thinking, wow, that sounds really interesting, I'd like to maybe help Russ out.
Right. So it's a seat specific chapter, which means that each category of business only has the opportunity to have one seat in each chapter. And that's how we can build many chapters, because now you are building what we might call a group of people who serve the same customer, but they do different things. So within the seat specific, you get to know each other, you get to trust each other, and then you get to use each other as resources for the customers and clients that you have. Now, so if you're a realtor, you're a mortgage broker, you are a plumber, you work and you support each other in terms of helping your customers and clients. And so each chapter pretty much creates this ecosystem of people who are serving the community at a very high level of quality and trust.
I love that. Very high quality. Absolutely. So you see the stage being set, and that's why you have become involved as an area developer.
Right.
What do you need as an area developer from our viewing audience to where you can collaborate, get together, and have the mutual goals?
I think the most important thing when you're looking for someone to help or to join or to advance a growing community is motivation and enthusiasm. That's the first thing I look for. And in that, we're looking for the leadership abilities that help you communicate with that motivation and enthusiasm. So I'm looking for people who understand that this is such a tremendous opportunity and they want to be involved. So I'm looking for leaders. I'm looking for someone who's coming in and says that, hey, if I build one of these groups, then we can expand and grow the pie of business available for everyone. And we, as an area developer and within Keep It Local, will provide the framework and the structure and the resources to enable you to do that.
I tell you, it is very, very, very much piquing my interest, as I'm sure it is for you out there. If you happen to be a business owner, again, going back to building that know, like, and trust.
Right.
And I know that is used and overused and used and overused, but there is so much truth to that.
Yes.
And from what I have gathered with the Keep It Local LLC with Laura Shipman at the helm of the ship, it is about the upper echelon of quality, standard of excellence in business, and with business owners really having all the same goals in mind for their community. And when you stop to think and you add all successful business owners, doesn't that help the community grow?
It helps a lot. And here's the reason why. Because with the amount of information that's available, with the fact that you can buy anything you want online from anywhere in the globe and have it delivered to your home whenever you want to have it delivered to your home, we tend to get a little bit out of touch with each other. But when you start building the community and you start supporting the local business owners and you become friends with the local business owners, you want to do business with the local business owners. And now you bring it back to local. Now it becomes local. And it becomes much more than just purchasing a product. It becomes sharing and growing and supporting.
I was just going to say, it becomes a huge umbrella of support because you've built the relationships. And from what I understand from the local business owners is we're all getting back to face-to-face contact, conversation, real, honest to goodness, down-to-earth business conversation, and collaborating with one another. And you have really rolled that all up into one nice business bundle. So congratulations for that.
Thank
so
you.
how many area developers again do you need? Or looking for?
I actually need chapter presidents.
Okay.
And what I'm looking for is 8 to 10 chapter presidents.
Okay.
Because we are Keep It Local.
Okay.
And so local kind of defines a geography, a certain amount of geography. So if you want to have a meeting, you want to have meetings with people who have businesses within a certain area. Because that's what creates the synergy. So that's what enables us to have a variety of chapters, because they're not in competition. We're not in competition with each other as a chapter. In fact, Keep It Local overall, the umbrella, actually supports and encourages members to visit other chapters, and we have events that encourage members of all the different chapters to come together and help each other out.
A lot of charity events, and that's what I love about Keep It Local. So as an area developer, you're in charge for certain areas, then there's another area developer, and under that umbrella or that title, then you're looking for the area presidents.
That's right.
And now, is it a weekly meeting?
It's either weekly or bi-weekly. And again, one of the great things about Keep It Local is we give the chapter presidents latitude to conduct the chapter meeting within their own personality, within their own set of resources, their experiences, their backgrounds, and based upon where they want to go with
Sure.
their group. So you attract people who believe what you believe. And so we want to make sure that the chapter presidents are executing from a perspective of belief. And that's what gives you the power.
That is a very good descriptive word. It does give you power. It does give you the leverage
Right.
above and beyond what's happening out there. Rather than being out there by yourself trying to figure out what to do, you can learn so much with networking, and networking with a group of business owners with that high standard of excellence. Everybody has the same goal in mind, is to
Right.
be successful,
Right.
give back to the community, and affordably.
Right.
Now, I understand that to be a member of Keep It Local, it's not very expensive at all.
Not very expensive at all, because then it fits that same framework of addressing the key thing that makes the abandoned population abandoned, in that they can't afford to pay the high prices that they would have to pay to get access to certain types of information. So Keep It Local makes it incredibly affordable for the small business owner.
And that is what it's all about, especially for the small business owner. Well,
Right.
we just have a few seconds remaining. So
Okay.
what I'm just going to say to you is, really, if you are a small business owner and you would like to take your business to that upper cutting edge with knowledge, with education, and really figuring out how to get your business to the next level, maybe you're starting out. Maybe you would like to know all the ins and outs in networking and how to strategize, how to collaborate. If you are one of those business owners, I suggest that you get a hold of Russ Barnes. You can call him at 813-520-5770 or go to keepitlocal.com/Carolwood. That is your area. You're looking for area presidents.
Yes.
He is that local developer there, so get a hold of him, because I think this is such a marvelous way to network. It's affordable, and you're getting results already. Keep It Local is up to close to 30 different chapters now.
Yes, it is. Yes,
so
it
that's
is.
awesome.
Over 300 members.
Well, congratulations, and thanks for joining us today.
Well, thank you, Barbara.
And thank
Appreciate it.
you.